All right. Yay. Predictions for the Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon 2024. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, I love seeing y'all. Y'all have done some of y'all are in the Declutter Jamboree. Great job. Some of y'all might be new to me. Welcome. I'm Katie Rogers, in case you're new to me, but we've got a lot of people here who have gotten certified in Feng Shui or been in the Odyssey, or I have some original clients here. I'm looking at you, Sherry Davis, back in Boise, Idaho. So glad to see y'all. So welcome. And yeah, so I always like to start with setting an intention. And to do that, I use a candle. So if you have a candle, great. If not, doesn't matter. I got us. Okay, so take a deep breath. Woo. We're going to be talking about chi today, and chi has to do, there's a link between the breath and chi. So really take this breath and feel that breath coming in and out. Do it with intention. All right. I'm just going to call on the Feng Shui masters to be here with us today. All right. And facilitate this discussion and this call. I'm just going to ask that I be a clear channel and a clear communicator for whatever you're needing and wanting and looking for today as a result of you showing up. I really appreciate you spending this time with me today, and I'm excited to deliver whatever needs to happen today. I have an agenda today. However, those of y'all who know me, I also bring quite a bit of intuition into these Zooms and into these group gatherings. So thank y'all. I love doing these Zoom at noons, and of course, the Year of the Dragon just has so much going on. So it's so much fun to talk about it. We've got a week, right? So let me see if I'm good with the intentions. Oh, and the best intention of all, let's have a great time. Okay, let's have fun. So welcome, welcome. So good to see y'all. Let's get started. So some of y'all go ahead and, you know what, we got a fun big group here. Let's chat today. Y'all just put stuff in the chat as much as you want, really. I'll take breaks to look at it, but I do want to, deliver y'all some goodies as far as some Feng Shui tips and just some thoughts about the Year of the Dragon. But if you feel like it, put in the chat where you're dialing in from, and maybe put in how on a scale from 1 to 10, how comfortable you are with Feng Shui. Like if you're new to it, put a 1 or 2 or 3. If you're certified, put a 10. All right. So I'd love to see. Oh yeah, I love it. Thanks, Shannon. All right. Oh, it's so good to see y'all. This is such a great group. It's such a great gathering. I love my people. Y'all know it too. Thanks so much for coming. All right. So, and I love seeing everybody posting in the chat. And then go ahead in the chat. Who read I put them in quotes because they're not really predictions, but the predictions for the Year of the Dragon that I wrote on my blog. Just put in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Anne. Yep. Yeah. I'm just curious. We're going to go over it, but I probably won't read it out because I do want to cover quite a bit today. And I do try to keep these to an hour to respect y'all's time. But of course, I do have a pretty little PowerPoint for y'all. Can y'all see my PowerPoint? Y'all can see it, right? It's not quite up yet, but we're getting there. Slideshow. All right, here we go. Play from the start. Yay, how to harness the energies of the Year of the Dragon. Okay, so to start off, even like a month ago when I was thinking about the Year of the Dragon, what popped in my head was this beautiful, glorious dragon flying through the clouds, and we get to ride it. Okay. All right. So that term, harnessing the energies, dragons are wild, y'all. They're wild. Okay. So are you going to be able to hang on? And is it going to be a fun ride, or is it going to be not that fun? There's a lot of energy this year. All right. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about kind of how to keep up with the energies. But in a way that's awesome. It's kind of the difference of anybody like whitewater rafting? Anybody into that? Yeah, me too. It's so fun, but it can be a little intense. So we're going to make it a fun ride. All right. And I'm kind of getting the image already of, when you're whitewater rafting and you have those guides, and that guide is so confident and knows those rapids, you have that guide inside you. Okay. You've got that inner guide. So part of this year's energies is you trusting you. All right. And that can take a little practice. All right. So I can tell y'all are liking this, and I do too. I love it. That's a new one. I just got that one. So, right. Roller coasters, whitewater rafting. That's kind of the energy of the wood dragon. All right. It can be the most fun thing you've done. All right. Or it can be like, oh no. So if you're not quite embracing it. Okay. So let's talk about how to do that. Okay. So, all right. That's me, Katie Rogers Feng Shui. I run the Windhorse School of Feng Shui. Yay. Open. Let's see. I started it in 2020, and it's been a lot of fun, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later and have some people to introduce y'all to today. All right, so I told y'all I had an agenda. I don't always give this, but I want y'all to know what we're doing today. We're going to revisit the predictions for a moment. We're going to talk about traditional ways to greet the Lunar New Year, and we have a lot of people that have been, y'all saw some high numbers on the Feng Shui number zone. If any of y'all just got on, I just said on a scale from 1 to 10, how comfortable are you with Feng Shui? So if you've been following me for a while, it's just fun to honor Feng Shui in the way of recognizing the Lunar or the Chinese New Year. So if you go to my blog and just type in Chinese New Year or New Year, you'll see that I've been doing these predictions for years now. And I just think it's a nice ritual, okay, to do this every year. So, and then the importance of dragons in Feng Shui, we're going to hone in on dragons because why not? They're so cool. So they're the only mythological character in the Chinese zodiac. We got rat, we got sheep, we got rooster, we got horse, dog, pig. I didn't do them in order, but monkey, tiger. If I left yours out, put it in the chat. I'm a tiger. But yeah, dragon's the only mythological character, right? So that's interesting in itself. And then LOA stands for Law of Attraction. Again, I love Law of Attraction, and I'm going to talk about what keeping up with the momentum means from that perspective, which is very important. And I love talking about Law of Attraction and that topic especially. And then, of course, how to welcome the dragon specifically this year, and then some Feng Shui cures for y'all. And then I have a giveaway. And then we get to do Q&A. So let's party. All right. So, and I might take a couple of breaks just to have a little discussion because that's the fun of a Zoom, right? We can talk about things together. All right. So I do have some links, and those will be put in the chat. If you want to like have a little collection of links today, just grab them. This is one y'all already probably know. This is my predictions. So, just a summary. Dragon reminds us not to take life so seriously. So if you read it, it's not the Western dragon where the knight goes and slays the dragon. I mean, honestly, I could probably do a dissertation on what that symbolizes in Western culture. No, this dragons in Eastern culture are heralded as beautiful and mystical and bringers of luck. Okay. They might look scary in some of the depictions, but they also protect the innocent. Okay. So we like dragons in Feng Shui. We love them. I do kind of joke around, I'm in Alabama, for those of y'all new to me. And I lived all over, including Idaho and California. And I joked when I moved back to Alabama that, I had to explain because there's some superstition around Feng Shui, right? you don't have to have a dragon in your decor to have good feng shui. So when I was giving these early talks, I kind of joked about that. But I mean, dragons are great. If you like dragons, then they will be good feng shui for you in your decor. Okay. So this dragon, particularly this wood dragon, also reminds us the power of perspective and to see the bigger picture. Again, I had the vision of this dragon flying through the clouds. Okay. That's the bird's eye view, pulling back the lens and seeing the bigger picture of life. That goes along with not taking life so seriously. All right. We can get really mired down. Right. And yeah, so this is the year to have fun. So mark your calendars, think of all the fun stuff you love to do in life and do it this year. Okay. Don't underestimate the power of having fun. We'll probably talk about that a little bit in the law of attraction part if I can get it in there. But y'all know the Feng Shui Odyssey. This is kind of a foundation of it. There is power in fun. Okay. We'll talk about that more because it's a big one. Younger generations will also have their day in the sun. Okay. I loved this part of the prediction. I just love the idea of younger generations speaking their speak. Okay. So if you have some younger people in your life, maybe listen this year or encourage them to speak up because they have some wisdom, right? I mean, I know if you kind of checked in with your younger self, you're like, you know what? I was pretty smart in a lot of ways. Maybe not all the ways. There's a different kind of wisdom as we get older. But I'm kind of ready for this younger generation to shake some things up. We might need it, right? So that's a fun one. And it's a reminder to tap into your own youthful spirit. Okay. And speak up from that place as well. Okay. So this is also a call for you to tap into your youthful self. All right. It goes along with having fun and playfulness, right? And perspective. All right. Go into this year with curiosity, a playful spirit, and knowing that you're safe, strong, and powerful. Okay. All right. Now, here's another link. I put a lot of links in here today because I like to give y'all resources and I only have so much time today. So in general, I did write a long time ago a blog on what to do to prepare for the Lunar New Year. Okay. Y'all, who's in the Declutter Jamboree? Put it in your chat. I want to know. Okay, great. And I hope y'all are feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I love when I can get to my decluttering, but you have 1 week from today. Today is Friday, February 2nd, for those of y'all watching the recording. This at sundown, February 9th, stop, okay? We want the energy for February 10th, the day that the dragon comes in that morning, for it to feel like you're inviting it over Oprah. Okay, are you going to be hustling around that morning? No, you're not. It's done on the night of February 9th, okay? All right, so keep the energy settled. You're welcoming in on the February 10th. And the preparation for that up till February 9th is to let go. Take the garbage out on February 9th. Do your final wiping of the counters on February 9th. Take your shower on February 9th, okay? February 10th is the day to play, celebrate, be with your friends and family, do nothing, chill out, embrace, be like a kid, go to the park, get out, whatever you want to do that day. Just don't do any cleaning, okay? Some other things that may or may not be in that blog is if you need to get your hair cut, do it next week. Don't do it those first 2 weeks of the new year. So anything that represents release and letting go, do it before next Friday. You got 1 week, okay? Now, some of y'all are going to be like, Katie, I didn't get to declutter as much as I wanted. I don't care. At least make your house clean and like you're inviting somebody over, okay? You are literally, well, not literally, but almost inviting the dragon in the morning of February 10th. In fact, I'm going to give y'all your first feng shui cure of the talk. On the morning of February 10th, I want you to open your front door, whether you use it or not. It needs to be your architectural front door, and say, I welcome my good in. Welcome, year of the dragon. Bring your blessings, dragon. Something along those lines. Do a ritual where you are welcoming in. Okay? Y'all like it? It's more powerful than it sounds. I love simple rituals. I like some elaborate ones too, but the simple rituals are also can be very powerful. An intention is an intention, y'all. All right, good stuff. Let me just check. Oh, I'm just checking the jamboree. I'm checking the chat real quick. Okay, great. I'm proud of y'all. You decluttered. You're going to clean. That clean sweep is a little bit literal. I do on February 9th want you to sweep off your front porch. Okay, feng shui cure number 2. Just sweep your front porch yourself, okay? And just say, thank you, year of the rabbit. It's been a good year, but we're going to let it all go now. Clean slate tomorrow on February 10th, okay? Actually get that broom out and do it. If you need a new, number 3, feng shui cure, I'm giving y'all a lot. Get yourself a new doormat before that day too, okay? I want it there on the morning. New doormat. If your doormat is yucky, is that a way to greet your amazing guest, the dragon? No, you want a pretty nice, good one. I've got to go get one too. All right. Okay, and then decorate means is tradition in feng shui to have the paper lanterns and some flowers and bowls of oranges because they look like coins. So again, go read the blog for more on that. And you can find a ton of this stuff on the internet. Okay. And celebrate. That was the other one for here. So celebrate. So there are some traditional ways to celebrate Lunar New Year, including eating long noodles for longevity, eating a whole fish for abundance. So anyway, that you can find all this stuff. I want to get to more specifics today. Sonia, you can go ahead and decorate on the 9th. It's so that on the morning of the 10th, it's done. Everything's already ready. Okay. Great. Really good question. Okay. I might go ahead and start putting some bowls of oranges out in the week, right? Or some, well, I want my flowers to be really fresh Saturday. So, all right, let's move on. Y'all feeling good? Okay, great. All right, dragons. Again, another link. This is a long link. Let me see if I can grab it for you. Well, I didn't want to show y'all that yet, but that's okay. Oh, good. Michelle is putting the links in for me. Thank you so much, Michelle. Okay, so yay. All right, y'all grab these links and put them somewhere so you can have them. This is a new one. I don't know. I just was like, let me just see what some other people have written. Wow, this was a great write-up. Really, really beautiful write-up. It actually had to do with dragons and phoenixes. So, okay, and I got through, so I don't know. All right, so dragons bring upon the essence of life. This is how the Asian culture looks at dragons in general, okay? And how it was taught to me in feng shui, all right? They blow out the cosmic chi, okay? And chi is the base for studies in feng shui. Chi means energy. Chi means life force, all right? So the dragon is the chi bringer. What? That's a big year, okay? And fun too, because chi is health. When your chi is vibrant and flowing, you've got good health, you've got opportunities, you've got flow. All right, chi flow. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so mountains, valleys, rivers, buildings, and highways are correlated to the dragon head, claws, tails, vein, and his pearl, which translate to fundamental studies of feng shui. Sorry, that's not a complete sentence, but the idea is the form school of feng shui, which deals with the buildings and the shapes in your environment, whether it be trees or actual mountains or even the buildings, okay? and even the roads. So join the Feng Shui Odyssey to learn more about that. But the dragon shows up in so many aspects of Feng Shui is kind of what we're going for here. All right. They think of it as heaven's supreme symbol of vigilance and incredible strength. And they protect the innocent, and they bless one with safety and increases wealth for all. So let's just go ahead and say that dragons are good. Dragons are great. All right, we love dragons. Okay, now I got to tell you all of a synchronicity because we love those. My cousin's daughter, my first cousin's daughter, I was in a conversation with her uncle, my uncle, her grandfather, and we were talking about her artwork. I hadn't seen her artwork, so I asked her to show me some of her illustrations. And y'all, I don't think she follows me in Feng Shui. She's young; she's in her early 20s, and she sent me a few, and this was one of them. And I said, "Did you know it was the year of the dragon?" And she goes, "Oh yeah." And then she's like, and I'm like, this depiction I got this after I wrote the predictions, y'all. This is the child. I mean, how perfect is this image? It's so sweet. So it'll be on Instagram on Lunar New Year Day. But anyway, Laura Horton is her name. And thank you, Laura, if you're listening to this at some point. But I mean, that joyful, innocent, and the fact that it's a moon for Lunar New Year. Come on, you can't make this up. So anyway, we love a good synchronicity. Playful, young at heart equals powerful. Okay. My favorite topic right now today. Let's talk about it. All right. Does anybody have any questions, or put in the chat if you have any questions or anything that I went too fast on, or anything that you're like, Katie, I don't know. What do y'all got? Anything? Y'all good? Okay. All right. And if you have any, if you do have a question, save it for the Q&A too. And I like to check time. We're great. Okay. So, law of attraction. If y'all know me, I practice law of attraction according to Abraham Hicks. That's my source for this information besides life itself. Okay. And, I have come to a point in my career where when I teach Feng Shui, I do teach law of attraction pretty much parallel, because what I've discovered is Feng Shui is getting your space to a place where law of attraction can work for you at maximum, is kind of a way to put it. And so let's talk about, let me see where I want to start. All right. Let's start with harnessing these energies of the dragon, right? Being able to ride the dragon this year and have fun doing it. That's what we're here for, right? And then also being able to allow the blessings the dragon's bringing. So I'm going to take a deep breath and see if I can get these words a little clearer. All right. So it's a reminder that we all have wants and desires in our life. And this is normal and natural. We're going to start there because there's some schools of thought that punish people. That's a strong word, but that's what I'm getting. Punish people for having desires and wants. However, this is the human experience, whether you're wanting, an apple for a snack, or if you're wanting to live in a gorgeous house of, with Feng Shui design, okay? Or whether you're wanting to go on a fabulous trip, or whether you're wanting to get married. Let's start with the notion that having wants and desires is actually a great thing, because you're here on this earth to create, to be in the creative mix and co-create with spirit, right? So, whether you want to end world hunger or you want, a piece of toast, they're all desires and they all count and they're all good. Okay. So, what happens what kind of behind this concept of law of attraction, and I will link this to the Feng Shui in the Year of the Dragon. Don't hang with me. Is when you want something, it has manifested on an energetic level. It might not be on the physical yet, where you can see it, smell it, touch it, and I'm using Abraham Hicks terms with that. But there is a vibrational reality, okay, where this thing you want has manifested. And what law of attraction talks about is how we can get ourselves to a place of allowing that into the physical, all right, into our actual physical reality, because it's fun. It's so fun. It's fun when I didn't even know I wanted a precious illustration of a girl with a dragon, and then it just shows up. So sometimes we're conscious of our desires, and then sometimes we've had life experiences where our desires are not even quite conscious yet. Okay. It's just kind of like a fun, happy surprise, but we're like, well, that's perfect for me. So, interestingly, as humans, we can block these manifestations. All right. And a lot of it has to do with self-worth. A lot of it has to do with cultural beliefs, such as you're being selfish. Okay. No, that goes away. We're not doing that this year. Okay. Such as, you need to work hard to get what you want. No, not necessarily. Work even should have an element of fun and lightness to it, right? So if you read The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, this is, let's see, The Big Leap. They talk about the upper limit problem. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat so y'all can have that book. But sometimes we get to a point where we're like, yeah, I feel good. Yeah, things are going great. And then we do something. It seems unconsciously, where we get sick or we have an accident or get in a fight with somebody, and it brings us back down. Okay. So we're not going to do that this year. That's the Rocky Dragon ride. That's the Rocky Dragon. That's the dragon ride where you're like, terrified, okay, and not having fun. All right. So there's a momentum when you have a desire in that vibrational reality. I hope I haven't lost y'all. Just hang tight, and you're going to get the recording of this, right? So you can listen to it a few times if you need to. There's this vibrational reality that has a momentum that's calling you, that's saying, hey, you want this? Here, come this way, come this way. Here it is right in front of you. Can you see it? Okay. So we're going to keep our eyes open, and we're going to know that we can have these things. Everything is working out for us. One of my favorite things to talk about and teach is, like, I don't know if y'all saw one of my recent emails about Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, that movie. Okay. Where she's like, wants this Dior dress, but then it seems like there's nothing's going to let her get it. And then something happens, and you realize all these things that are happening are actually leading her on an adventure to the dress. She didn't just want the dress, she wanted the experience of getting there too. Okay. So guess what? That's what we're here for. We're here to have this adventure. We're here to have this. These desires will take you on an adventure. All right. So let it, and it doesn't have to be as dramatic as it was in Mrs. Harris. It doesn't have to be like, it can just be fun. It can be a ride through the clouds. All right. So keeping up with the momentum sometimes takes a little practice, because you've got to be easy on yourself when you're not feeling up to it. Sometimes you are just hanging on for dear life. But what we want is to experience the fun in the manifestation more. Okay. Y'all like it? Okay. Now, this whole concept of we are always expanding, our personal frequency, our vibration, okay, the way we allow those desires into our lives is for our vibration to match the desires vibration. So if you think you're going to have so much fun going on safari in Africa and that's what you want to do, then get excited, because that excited feeling is going to match that. And you're going to have a phone call, somebody going to say, hey, you want to go on a safari? I've got a free plane ride for you or something. Or you're just going to get a job that gives you the money and they'll say, oh, you've got 3 weeks off, go. Whatever it is, right? Your frequency, because you have desires, once you get the thing, guess what? There's always going to be more. So we're always expanding. So that's part of the keeping up with the momentum, is keeping up with your own energy field sometimes. All right. Okay. I went there with y'all. I don't talk about law of attraction in these ways that often, but this is the stuff. This is the stuff. It sounds a little abstract maybe to some of y'all. That's fine with me. You got some of it. The bottom line is wants and desires are good and you can have them. Okay. But you got to allow them in. You got to allow them in. And the way you allow them in is by keeping your own personal frequency to a certain joyful, youthful, happy level. Okay. How does this translate to Feng Shui? Well, if your space feels good, you're going to have a better chance of feeling good, y'all. If you got items in your home that are kind of weighing your energy down, okay, from ex-marriages, from I don't know what, y'all know the declutter stuff. Man, it lightens you up when you let these things go. Okay. So that's another reason to let things go before Friday if you can. I mean, you can. All right. That was a lot. That was a lot, but y'all kept up. Okay. So here's the roller coaster analogy again. How will you approach this year? Well, there's some people on the roller coaster. Most of them look like they're having fun. But y'all know those pictures where people look terrified. You know, are you going to be terrified or are you going to be like, oh my God, and know you're safe no matter what the ride is? Because these roller coasters are designed very well, right? And I like this other roller coaster because it kind of looks like the dragon, you know? So, you know, I like my symbolism. All right. Hanging on tight and trying to put on the brakes. Okay, so let's go back to that idea of momentum and expansion. There's nothing you can do about it, y'all. You have some momentum going. You have momentum going. You being alive means you put things, they call it your vortex. You put the things you want in your energetic reality, and there's a momentum trying to get you there. All right. If you're putting on the brakes and have an idea and then you're scared of the idea, that's putting on the brakes. Those ideas came for a reason. Let them develop. Let them unfold. Okay. And if you're like this the whole time, like, that's not fun. That manifestation is going to be depleted. Let it come in at the best version. All right. Or are you along for an exhilarating, fun ride, which is what life can be. Life can be exhilarating and fun. Listen, I know there's a lot going on. But if you're in a human body, you are in for an adventure. Okay. You are. You're here. So how are you going to approach it? How are you going to approach life? Not just this year, but life. That's what we're talking about. All right. Okay. Let's talk about Windhorse School. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Odyssey. Y'all know me now. Even if this is your first time hearing me talk, I like adventure. Okay. And I do love travel. I love it. And I love animals. I got my cat right here behind me. She snuck in. And I love teaching Feng Shui. And I love teaching law of attraction. And the Odyssey, we don't go on a sailboat physically, but there's a small group of us that get together for 9 months and we meet every week. We take a few little breaks here and there, but we go into this stuff and we practice it and we support each other, not in the way you think. It's just presence, okay? And we get to watch each other allowing, basically, allowing, okay? And it is a good time. Okay. We've got some Windhorse people here. We've got some Odyssey people. Um, and then if you are interested in Feng Shui as a career, which is an amazing career, I feel so lucky. Thank you, Marcia. The Odyssey has been life-changing. That's the word that was my intention. I want you to have tools for life. I want you to practice what I've just kind of given y'all, little nuggets, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Okay. It's the magic sauce. That's why I teach it. I've been an explorer and a seeker of these arts and sciences since I was 17. And this is everything I can fit into 9 months. And guess what? 9 months seems short because we have so much fun together. So, and then if you want to get certified in Feng Shui and offer this to others, please be my guest. I would love for you to apply. And we have a short window, y'all, because it starts in March. All right. So if the year of the dragon, I mean, writing this today, for today, I'm like, man, year of the dragon is such a good year to do the Feng Shui Odyssey or get certified. It's just a great year for it. That dragon's going to carry us all. So I hope if you're inspired today, there's no commitment. We just get on a one-on-one call and I see if you're a fit because it's a very small group and you see if the Windhorse School is a fit for you. No pressure, no, just an hour and a half with me and then we're on our way, or you sign up and it's really fun. Okay. Wanted to talk about that. And I also want to introduce some of my certified ladies. So I'm going to be having a page on my Windhorse School page soon. So I think Amber's here. Amber, if you're here, just wave, say hey. Ren is here. Wait, is Ren here? I don't know if Ren is here. Rachel is here. Matisse is here. I think Matisse, I know, is here. And then Joelle is traveling, but I want to shout her out. Yay, hey, Rachel. Okay, so y'all, these ladies are certified, which means they are practicing Feng Shui to the depths of the depths of the depths, right? And some of them are taking clients. So I definitely wanted to let y'all know about a few of my graduates. There's some others that are in the works or that are not taking clients. So these are the ones that said, yeah, shout me out. So I would love to have you if you're interested in the Odyssey. And I want to thank all my Odyssey ladies because we have so much fun. Okay, so now let's get to it. Y'all ready? Go apply today though, because it's a very small group that we do, and it's first come, first serve with the applications, and there's really only a few spots. So if you're even just for the conversation, go ahead and apply. All right, you got that. Windhorseschool.com. All right, how to celebrate the dragon. Okay, y'all. I was talking to a friend of mine, and if you live in Los Angeles, she's doing a cacao ceremony and a sound bath. Maybe I'll put her in my email. If you live in LA, go to this. She's magical, and she was like, Katie, I was reading other stuff about the dragon, and then I was feeling this too, and then I read yours, and she's like, I've always thought of the dragon as something to be scared of. And she's like, but I kept tapping into this playful dragon. I'm like, yes. And we were talking about, she had never seen Pete's dragon. So here's the basic of how to celebrate the dragon. Just do something to honor a dragon image, watching movies with dragons. There's some amazing movies with dragons in them. I like the original Pete's Dragon from the 70s. I loved that movie when I was little. It's about a little kind of a big ghost dragon that this boy befriends, and he's sweet. And then the Never-Ending Story has that adorable puppy-looking dragon. And then How to Train Your Dragon, I think there's 2 or 3 of them now. Those are gorgeous movies. And then, of course, I love Kung Fu Panda, Mulan, and even this newer movie, Turning Red, which happens to be out in the theaters. They re-released it. It's Pixar. They talk about chi, y'all. They talk about chi like we're talking about, a desk. So, okay, let's see. Oh, Tina has a beautiful jade dragon statue. Should it be in a particular place in my home? Let's talk about that at Q&A. Good question. Okay. And her name is Marissa Petroro. And I'm not sure what her handle is on Instagram, but if you put that in, it might come up. Okay, so she's doing the cacao and sound healing ceremony on Lunar New Year Day. That's such a great thing to go do. Anything fun or playful, y'all? Anything, intention, intention, intention. Okay, if you go do something fun that day, that is setting an intention for a fun year. You're kind of like, it's like a planting a seed, all right, to do these things on the new moon, which is the Lunar New Year. Okay. Um, and again, I mean, my daughter, she's 13 now, but growing up with me, you know, we talk about Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, and she'll draw a picture. You know, one year she just drew this little pig and we put it on the fridge. Whatever you want to do, you can print out an image of a dragon. Go find some greeting cards with dragons on them. Whatever speaks to you is correct. Okay. All right. Again, that word intention, right? Set intentions with red envelopes. So this is the cure I want to give y'all today. And this might be just a little prompt for you to reach out to some of my Wind Horse certified ladies, because if you don't have a Bagua map of your space, you can hire them to do it. Okay, so Bagua maps can be tricky. I don't even teach that in the Odyssey, even though we do talk, I teach a lot in the Odyssey about Feng Shui, but we don't do Bagua mapping unless you're getting certified, because it takes hours to learn how to properly map a space, because there's some irregular shaped spaces. Okay, so if you've got a square, that's not hard, but if you do have your space already Bagua mapped, you see these different areas. So you know what, whether you have it mapped or not, this is one of my favorite cures. Is pretty basic, but I'm going to tell you what I do and I suggest to my clients. Go through each of these 9 sections. And if you go on my website, I do have a Bagua posted on my website on the What is Feng Shui page. And set your intention, write out your wish basically for each area. Okay. And then that means 9 red envelopes. You place it in and it doesn't have to be some long, it doesn't have to be a novel. You can say, you can go general. In Law of Attraction, they talk about going general. You know, I want to feel in the flow. This is for prosperity and money. I want to have plenty. Okay. You can have general intentions. Sometimes those specifics you can get a little squirrely if you haven't practiced this stuff for a while, right? I want you to believe you can have it when you write it down. How about that? Setting an intention, I want you to believe you can have it. So if you're writing down, I want $25 million by, you know, February 10th. I don't know if you believe that. Okay, so don't write that one down. Write down, I want plenty of money. Just plenty. That's such a great word, plenty. Okay, so write it down for every area. And then place the red envelopes in these sections in your house. And I hide them sometimes. Okay. I'll hide it like on the back of a picture frame. I'll tape it to the back of a picture. I'll just make sure it's in that Bagua. So the new year is a great time to reset your intentions around each area. Now, if you do have something specific that you believe, like, I want to publish such and such book that I've been writing for a year. You know, I want to find that agent. You put it in the creativity and projects section. Great. But I just want you to check in when you're doing this and see where your energy is. If you find it believable, write it. If you still have a little bit of doubt, go general. Okay. All right. It's so good. This is so good. And yes, it is actually a good time to replace cures you have already had going. Okay. It's a good time to just kind of give it a little more energy. It's kind of like when you clean your closet out every year, you're touching each clothes, you're giving it like there's a relationship there. So yeah, let's dust off the old cures You can burn them and thank them, and then you can reset them. Great question. Love it. I see some good questions here. Y'all are getting into it. Yay, we have a giveaway. Okay. So fun. And Anne, who's been on the chat, is our featured artist today. She's holding up the journal that we were going to be. I will gift that to you. And we're going to play a game. So you got to have your chat function on. I just want you to guess a number between 1 and 999. And whoever wins will receive the journal and then a couple of other feng shui goodies for the Lunar New Year. Okay, so go ahead and write in the chat your number. Okay, a number between 1 and 999. And she designed this journal, y'all, specifically for the year of the wood dragon. How fun is it? Okay. All right. I'm not looking at y'all's things. I have the number on my PowerPoint, so there's no cheating here. All right, I'm going to let y'all post. I'm going to give y'all another 20 seconds. So if you have a number, post it. And then y'all need to help me figure out who gets the closest, okay? All right. Yeah, Michelle, we had there is the link to the redbubble.com, which is where you can buy products by Anne. And there's t-shirts, there's hats, there's all these things. Okay. All right. Y'all ready to have it revealed? Everybody ready for a reveal of the number? And then somebody's got to help me figure out who is closest to this number. The answer is, drum roll. Did y'all see it? 909. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Let's look and see who got close. Okay, 802 is pretty close. 888 is close, Amber. What? She's so smart. Y'all, that's a number of abundance. Oh, Marcia did 999. Oh gosh, we got it. We'll see who's y'all can see some of the feng shui students. Okay. Oh, Shannon did 999 too. Okay. Do we have a winner who's really fast at numbers? Let's see. Leslie did well. What's the closest number to 909? Y'all got it? I'm so glad y'all showed up so we could have this fun time. 823 is pretty close, but that's not as close as 888. I think 888 might be it. Is it? Do y'all see another number? Nelia, you said 888. Sonia, you agree? Bo said 888. Okay. So Amber, you're the winner. Where are you? Are you here?
I'm driving to a hair appointment.
What? You won, baby.
I pulled over.
Okay, so Amber is one of our featured feng shui consultants today too, y'all. Yay, Amber. You smart lady doing the 888. Right? And are you getting your hair cut today?
Yep.
Okay, she's getting it cut before Lunar New Year. You got your pro here. All right, I'm excited to send you a gifty gift. Yay, that's good.
Yeah.
Good year, the dragon stuff. Anything else you want to share or say? How did you like getting certified in feng shui?
Oh, it's amazing. And Odyssey is such a fun experience. So, no, it's funny. I was trying to take a picture. I was just driving by the bay in San Diego, and the entire bay is full of sailboats, which is the symbol for the Odyssey. I was trying to take a picture. Completely
yes.
full of sailboats. So it made a good synchronicity for the Odyssey. So it was a sign that anyone interested a little bit, jump on a call with Katie. The call itself is so much fun. So at least do that.
Thank you, Amber. We really do have fun on the calls.
All
right. Have fun getting your hair done. Y'all go follow her. Y'all, if anybody here wants to put their Instagram handle or anything in the chats, I do encourage this. I love my communities. So y'all can follow each other. Amber is a health coach as well as a Feng Shui consultant now. So yay. Okay, let's do some Q&A. That was so fun, wasn't it? Oh, I love it. Yeah, cheers to health.com. Oh, it's so fun to see all y'all putting your names up. This is good. Okay, so let me look at y'all's Q&As in the chat. And we have perfect timing. I love it. Okay, question regarding intention with envelopes. So as some of the map falls within the children's room, do we place our envelopes and intentions in there? Okay, wonderful question, Suzanne. Yes, you can. So here's how I approach this. So obviously a lot of us share homes with others, whether it be spouses or roommates or children or even parents. You can hide these things. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know these envelopes are there. So you can hide them behind a picture frame. You can tape them under a piece of furniture. I've done that. You can hide these. Now, whenever I have had clients who have a roommate situation, I really do focus on the space they have control over. So you can lay that Bagua map on your room. Okay. You can also just do it for your bedroom, like the space where you have control over. So, but you know, Suzanne, since you're the mama of the house, all the house is yours, you know, but you can go hide these. You just hide it. All right. Great question. I love the questions. Oh, yay. Y'all, everybody go follow each other so we can get to know each other. Instagram's a good way to just see who you're connecting with, right? Okay, I had another question. It was from Tina. Okay, let's talk about where to put a dragon. Okay, here's kind of what I knew this question might come up. So one way I do feng shui is if you're forcing a cure, then a cure is anything you do with intention, any change you make in your space with feng shui, right? If you're forcing it, like if you're like, some people say, go put the dragon in the east, and then you put the dragon there and it looks weird. It doesn't look right. That's not good feng shui. All right. So if you have a place you're like, oh, this dragon would look awesome here, put it there. There are some belief systems that say, you know, don't have the dragon right at the front door facing out, right? It's kind of the same with a sailboat. You don't want, the front door is a very powerful aspect of feng shui because it's symbolically where chi enters. So you don't want a picture of a sailboat going out the front door. That's kind of says, oh, here comes the energy, but it's going right back out. All right. Same with the dragon. Since it's a cosmic chi breather, you want the dragon to be wherever you put it. If it's near the front door, you want it to definitely be facing in. Okay. Now, the east in classical or compass school feng shui is represented by a green dragon. All right. Which is the wood dragon. So, I practice Tibetan black hat, which orients the Bagua in a different way. So the family gua might be a good place to put it, right? But the fame gua too. Here's the deal. the dragon is good luck kind of all around. So it really could go anywhere. You know, if you're trying to be in a relationship, you might not want to put a single dragon in your romance. You know, if you go to this article about the dragon and the phoenix, put a dragon with a phoenix there. So use your intuition first, okay? And then just check to make sure it's not like breathing out the front door because you want the energy to be coming in. And then other than that, just wherever you think it's pretty and wherever you think it's honored. Sonia, do you have a dragon?
It just dawned on me that my daughter made this dragon picture,
Amazing.
and it is over east, looking
Yes,
toward the east.
I love it.
Amazing, right?
It's
Well, we'll have
amazing.
to give it some new
Yes.
focus.
Yes, definitely. It's perfect. It's really cool. So, y'all, I see this so much in feng shui. In fact, if you go listen to Abraham Hicks on Feng Shui, you know, Esther Hicks is the lady, and she hired a Feng Shui consultant once, and the Feng Shui consultant went through her property and they said, who was here before me? Which Feng Shui consultant came here before me? Because she is in alignment and her house followed suit. Okay. So I see this all the time. If I go into somebody's home and they have a happy relationship, sure enough, there are some Feng Shui cures already representing pairs, or there's a happy picture of them in their romance area. So way to go. I love it. You got some dragon luck already. You're ready. I like the idea of you kind of giving it a little extra though, you know. Okay, let's see. Tina, do you feel satisfied with that answer? Tina Ritz, you here?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Great.
I actually have two, one a jade one and a calcite one, and they're on the mantle right now. And they're kind of looking at each other. And I do have one at the front door facing the wrong way. So I will fix that. I never thought of that. So that was a great little piece of information.
I'm so glad you asked, and I'm glad I was able to answer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Okay, and then Sonia, you are asking, is Fame like north in the house, or is this with respect to the front door? So she is asking for me to differentiate between Compass School Feng Shui and Tibetan Black Hat. So I did study both, but I got certified in Tibetan Black Hat, and I love Tibetan Black Hat. So the main difference is the way we orient the Bagua map. In Compass School, they orient the Bagua map according to the directions of your house, right? North, south, east, west. And north would be the con line, which is where the career area goes. And then the south would be the fame area. Okay. But the way we do it, we kind of don't pay attention to those directions. The front door is such an important aspect of chi flow that we orient that map to the front door. And usually in most spaces, the front door lines up with what we call the con line, which is where the career section is. That was a really wordy. So if you didn't get it, sign up for the Odyssey and you'll learn it there. Okay. Like y'all already know, some people have a little more experience with Feng Shui. Anyway, I hope that y'all sign up to get a discovery call with me. I'd love to get to know you better and see if the Odyssey's a fit. And wow, y'all. Okay. Lunar New Year. Anything else y'all want to ask me? Oh, it's 1 o'clock right now. Are y'all ready to celebrate next weekend? Yeah? Okay, me too. I'm so excited y'all joined me today. Happy Year of the Dragon. I'll be posting stuff in the next few weeks to celebrate. And look, we're going to do it. It's going to be a great year. And I'm excited for those of y'all who've already signed up for the Odyssey. Yes, we're going to have a blast. So good job. Way to show up, and let's keep it up. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great one.